Good morning, everybody. So I want to go over some expectations with everyone before the superintendent gets here. Some of you have never been in this auditorium before, and some of you haven't been in here in a long time. So just really quick, I want to go over some expectations. Superintendent Sarah is not here yet, so she might be running a few minutes late. I'm just going to lower the volume on this. Hold on one second. But that doesn't mean that you should be talking. Okay, I think that's a lot better. So the superintendent is going to come. She has an announcement to make to all of you for next school year. For those of you who are wondering why there's a camera in the back, 2nd and 3rd grade was invited to come and sit in the auditorium, but the whole school is watching from the video camera in the back. They probably can't see you, so you shouldn't be turning around and waving or looking. But I want to go over, you should not be turning around, waving and looking. This is where the action is up here. I just want to go over some expectations. So when we're in the auditorium, our tushes are in the seat, our back is up against the back of the seat, and our feet are either on the floor or dangling on the floor. We are not touching the back of the person's chair in front of you with your feet, right? We don't do that. Because you wouldn't put feet on your furniture at home, we don't put your feet on the furniture here at school. And in the auditorium, when you're in a school, when you see something that you like, what do we do? Do we scream and whistle? No, what do we do? Show me what you do. We clap our hands. Whenever we see something that we like, we clap our hands. We don't stand up and scream. We don't whistle. We don't hoo and holler. You do that when you're at a baseball game or a basketball game, right? We don't do that in a school auditorium or a theater. Okay? So that's our expectations for today. I am just going to have you sit quietly and wait a few minutes. I'm going to call her and see how far along she is. She should be here any second. And then when she comes, I'll readdress you guys and we'll start the assembly, okay? All right, so you're going to listen to your teacher's direction until the superintendent gets here.
So good morning again. We already did a loud good morning to everyone in the classrooms who's already watching. It's really nice to be here in person. I have some really important news. But before I tell you what the important, exciting news is, I have to tell you my exciting news.
What is it?
I know. Cool. How many of you are moving up to the next grade level next year? Ooh, that is great. How many of you jumped up a reading level?
Huh?
Ah, that is even greater. Okay, so you know how it goes, right? When you leave this grade level and you're going to the next grade level, you kind of get butterflies in your stomach because you're going to have a new teacher, yeah? Yeah, I get it. I know that. And so you look and you wait to see who your new teacher's going to be, but there's kind of an excitement going on in there too, right? That's change, right? And as you grow, when you were in kindergarten, before kindergarten, you were probably really, really scared to come to this school. But each year you say, this is a pretty cool school, until you get in 5th grade, and you go, oy, 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 I gotta go into middle school, right? And life is all about changing, right? And every year when you change, you get a little bit older, you get a little bit taller, a little bit more muscle. Cool. Happens to us too as old people. Even though we don't look different like you guys do, our teeth don't fall out yet. But it's the same when you get to be older. And the cool thing about older is this. I graduated, I left elementary school and I went to middle school. I left middle school, I went to high school. I went to high school, I got to wear the really cool cap and gown. I got to graduate from high school. Then I went on to college. Then I became a mom. Then I had kids. Does this sound like your grown-ups at home that you know? Yeah. Kind of the same. And so it's kind of fun for us because then you work. You go home, you feed your kids. Sometimes you get to go on vacation. You take care of the dog, you take care of the cat, you take care of the guinea pig. Then, after a very long time, you say, I think I have enough money now. Then I'm going to stop. Then I'm going to stop working. I'm going to stop working and do the things I love the most. We call that, does anyone know what we call that? When you stop working?
Hobbies.
Hobbies.
Retirement.
I love you. Retirement. Anyone else? Do you agree that retirement's the it?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like graduating from work. Just like you're going to graduate from high school someday, I get to graduate from work. And I can work on hobbies. I can do painting. I can go to Hawaii. I know. And I could live wherever I want to live. I look like I have what? I do. I know. Do you like those two? Thank you, Miss Fazio. But the real reason that I'm here today is to show you, and it's someone you already know, someone else is going to be retiring with me. So I'll be retiring at the end of the last day of school, and someone else is going to be retiring on the last day of school. Miss Fazio, do you want to guess who it is?
All right, let's see. Who haven't we called on? Hey,
Miss Fazio?
maybe Miss Fazio. Who else do you think is retiring? I'm going to come back to you.
Miss Correa?
Might be Miss Correa.
Miss Libby?
Let's see, 2 more people. Who do you think's retiring?
Miss Beja?
Miss Beja.
Miss Medeiros?
Oh, Miss Medeiros. Well, you are very close. You are very close. You know who's retiring?
Miss Flora?
Who is that? Somebody's retiring. I mean, you don't know who they are.
Nicola?
Nicola. I don't know who that is either, but you are all very close. Do you want to know who's retiring? Show me that you're ready to listen.
Close your eyes, though.
Oh, yeah, close your eyes. And no peeking. Even everybody on camera, no peeking. No peeking.
Okay, Miss Fazio, are you going to get?
I'm going to get the retiree.
Okay, so 2 of us, me and drum roll. Let me hear drum roll. With your eyes closed. She's joking. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Oh my goodness, look at the outfit. Vicky, you're retiring. Are we going to Hawaii together? High five. Whoa, that's amazing.
Hawaii, what do you think's gonna happen? What's gonna happen to Gaffney's mascot? Who has an idea? What's gonna happen to Gaffney's mascot, Christian? You forgot.
Maybe a new mascot?
We might have a new mascot. Does anybody else have an idea of what might happen? How about you?
No more mascots?
Maybe no more mascot, but that wouldn't be fun. I'll take one more person. Lou.
No one comes to Gaffney.
No one comes to Gaffney. That would be sad. Oh no. Well, what I can tell you is, I know. You have to be quiet so you can hear. I know that you all love Tiggy, and he comes out on special occasions. But guess what? We do have a new mascot. We do! Are you ready to hear about our new mascot? So we do have a new mascot. And the new mascot is related to Tiggy. Oh my goodness! I know, this is so exciting. Are you ready to hear? Okay, sit down and get ready to listen. Ready to listen? But I can't review it unless you're ready. Control yourself. Okay, so the new mascot is Tiggy's son, and his name is Tiggy Jr.
They kind of look alike, don't they? This Tiggy's hair got a little bit gray. That's usually a sign it's time to retire. This Tiggy doesn't have any gray. And if I asked Tiggy Jr. to run in place for a minute, do you think he'd be faster than you, Tiggy Sr.? How about dance? All right, can we do a quick dance off? Let's do a father and son. Well, we gotta put some music on. It can't be Hawaiian. Oh no, what song should it be? Okay, Boogie Oogie Oogie is good.
Could dance to disco, only at Gaffney School, right?
So, we would like to officially welcome Tiggy Jr. as the new Gaffney mascot. And we want to say a huge, huge, huge thank you to Tiggy Sr. And congratulations, Tiggy Sr., on your retirement. Tiggy Sr., do you think you can come back on occasion for a visit? All right. It's not that he's going far, he's just going into retirement. he'll still be around and he can come back and check on how Tiggy Jr. is doing.
So boys and girls, if you want to write a little farewell card to Tiggy and let him know how much he'll be missed and inviting him back to visit Gaffney, I think he would really, really like that. Yes, he would. So this concludes our little announcement. So I'm gonna, oh, Mrs. Barnacle wants to say something.
Thank you to Miss Sarah.
Oh, yeah! And you know, Miss Sarah, our superintendent, is retiring. So please, if you write a nice farewell card to her as well, you can give them to me and I'll make sure that she gets them too. So with that, I'm gonna ask all of the students to turn and look at their teacher and wait for their teacher to give them a direction. Thank you, everybody.
Unmask Tiggy.